This is a day in the life. I'm a mother of 9 and a wife to Chris. I wake with the sun and start every day off with quiet prayer time, coffee, and the Word. Then my youngest ones wake up and we have breakfast outside. I had a special order for lung health glycerite, so then we went for a walk on our property, stopping first off at the mulberries, shaking the tree to make sure we get all of the daily goodness. They fall to the ground and we get to enjoy them. Stained mulberry fingers are a sign of spring at our house. Next, we monitor the wild muscadine grape growth. This is a frost grape. You can see it looks like it's got frost on the underside of the leaves. They're felted. The little grapes are growing. We put the leaves in with wild homemade pickles to keep the pickles firm. Next, we make our way on down the driveway to the biggest mulberry tree. It's too big to shake, so we just take the charity it drops on the ground, and we have our faithful helpers here to help clean up the ground. Now we've made our way to the wheat that my husband has planted. We'll be harvesting it so that we can recreate the Little Red Hen story. We make our way on through the property to find the plantain patch. You can see it's got smooth leaves and the underside has veins that are prominent. It's got astringent properties, so I use it in my lung health glycerite as well as in the bug bite salve. It's great for helping soothe the skin. The dogs are not helping at this point. We continue to pick. I talk to the little ones about the astringent properties and how it's important to have these kinds of things around us growing. The dogs have turned the harvest into a wrestle session. And then the chickens have come along behind us at the mulberry tree to be the cleanup crew, finding anything that we've left behind. This is another wild muscadine grape. You can see the split tendrils indicating that it is a wild grape. Again, we use these leaves in the wild pickles that we make. And we use the grapes and jellies, and we eat them fresh by the handful. They're delicious. This is our trifolate orange grove. It's a small grove. It's just starting to grow in. They're called trifolate oranges, but they're more like a lemon, so we call them wild lemons. They do have thorns, so be careful when you're harvesting them in the fall. We put them in jelly, and they taste delicious, just like store-bought lemons. This is our perennial garden bed. It's got volunteer mullein that we'll put in the lung health glycerite. It also has asparagus growing, Egyptian walking onions, garlic, and Jerusalem artichokes. We leave clover for growing as a cover crop. Time for an iced latte while I sit outside and watch the boys play. Now it's time for story time. We're really enjoying this series. As I'm reading The Green Ember, the little ones are sitting around me. Some of them are walking around and playing, picking flowers, listening. The dogs have decided that it's a good time to take a nap. Here's Sparky. Then I make my way in the house to start packaging orders for Epic Beauty, powered by epichomesteading.com. Taking my time, making sure that everything's wrapped properly, ready for shipping. We've introduced an ancient Indian hair oil that's wonderful at encouraging hair growth. This is our monthly parasite cleanse that works best when used with the full moon. My little guys are doing puzzles on the floor. They're never far from me while I'm working, packaging up orders for shipping. And the teens decide to wake up, and they help the little boys with their school. Then we have a mid-morning fruit fuel up with cantaloupe and pineapple and sea salt. Now it's time to head out for deliveries and shipping. But first, a stop at the public library. Grab a quick book for one of my daughters. I can't wait for her to read this. Then we made our way back home after a quick thrift haul for my daughter's Depop shop, Hannah's Thrifted Finds, to make some more orders together and to start working on a dress with my 12-year-old. Time for an afternoon fuel up of an espresso that my daughter's got me this adorable cup in. The teens then make dinner, turkey and kale Southwest salad. Next, I planted my new Fuyu persimmon tree in the food forest. That first tree was a Pakistani mulberry. And while the little ones are playing in the sprinkler, I needed to do some hand watering since we have a break in the rain for a few days to make sure everything gets watered in. Those are Jerusalem artichokes. I had to water in some new pawpaw trees and fig trees that I put in this week. But I had to be careful not to water in the grapevines because Sylvia has new chicks that she's hatched. I check on the elephant garlic patch while the teens have joined in and everyone's playing a game of hide and seek in the yard. Then with the warmer days coming, it's time for the rabbits to get groomed. This is Peanut. I think he likes his new haircut. Clementine was next up in line. We left her in her hutch because she has babies in there. They're ready for their new homes. I took another walk in the food forest in the golden hour. I love to see when the solar lights come on. The whippoorwill starts to sing and the chickens all go to bed. The day has come to an end, the sun has set, and now it's time for showers, prayers, and bedtime. Thanks for joining me.